I'm going to be talking to you today about a few common mistakes that people make with their beauty products. So not in terms of actual application, well, sometimes, but it's more common mistakes that people make in terms of their tools and the products they're using. So I watch loads of videos on YouTube. I watch them to get inspiration. I watch them to see what everyone else is up to. I always leave comments for you guys saying how much I like your videos, and it's nice to see you replying. And there are a few mistakes I see in some videos that are actually common misconceptions when it comes to using these products. It's not like they've made a dumb mistake. It's a mistake that is made quite commonly. So I'm gonna just touch on those and just help you guys out. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is the product MAC Fix Plus. This one. So, one of my issues with this is the name. First of all, it says Fix on it. This is not a setting spray. MAC Fix Plus does not fix your foundation to your face. I worked with MAC for a number of years, about 7 years, so this was something that customers would always complain about. It would always be like, oh, Fix Plus isn't working, my foundation comes off. It's actually because it doesn't fix your foundation to your face. By the word fix, it always means repair or to fix the look of something. So for example, say you use a powder foundation and you like a full coverage, but you get that powdery kind of cakey finish. Fix Plus is perfect to spray on top to give that natural, more creamy texture to the skin. Or if you just like a dewy finish, Fix Plus is perfect to spray on top. Or some people use it to spray onto their face before they apply foundation. I love to use this throughout the day on people when their makeup would get a little bit cracky and you can see like patches. I will spray this and then I'll buff over with a powder brush to fix the foundation. It's not to set it onto your skin. The next thing I want to talk to you about is beauty blenders. Something I see a lot with these is people just using these as a common sponge. It is a sponge, so why would you not drag it around the face? These are designed to wet, wring out, and then bounce on the skin. The key thing to make your foundation look incredible or your powder to look incredible is to bounce. Let me show you, look how tiny this is. I'm gonna wet it and you can see how much more bounce you'll get from it. So after wetting, the beauty blender is bigger and it bounces a lot more. This you need to bounce off your skin to blend your foundation in. The more pointed side is used to bounce in these areas here. Don't drag around the face. You might as well just use a flat foundation brush if you're going to do that. This gives you the flawless finish by blending and bouncing and pressing into the skin, not by dragging. I thought that was something that was quite well known, that you need to wet these and bounce them, but from looking at a few videos and actually a few beauty bloggers that said they didn't realise you had to wet it, I thought I better just let everyone know. Now this isn't a rule, this is actually just something I like to tell people, and it's actually a tip that I have learned over my years of doing makeup. Mascara on your bottom lashes, I am not a fan at all. I think it groups your lashes together and it actually just gives you about 5 lashes underneath. Brushes or mascaras are designed to pull through your lashes, sometimes group them together if it's a volumizing mascara. So if you're going to use it on your bottom lashes, it's going to group your lashes together and give you really unnatural looking lashes. I have 2 tips for coating your bottom lashes with mascara or adding definition to that area. Number 1 is to just apply your mascara as normal and then blink. And you're naturally going to get products transferring from your top lashes onto your bottom lashes. My next tip is to use a mascara with a rubber wand. These are the ones that kind of look like this and have the individual like spikes. I'll leave a little picture up here. They are going to naturally separate your lashes, so you're going to have more defined but separate bottom lashes. This I kind of blame on makeup companies, because a lot of the time they do contouring sets, and in that set you get a highlighter and then like a bronzer. No. Bronzer does not contour. This is a bronzer. This is MAC's Matte Bronze. Bronzers are there to add a warm tone to your skin. Contour is meant to be a cold grey tone. It's meant to mimic the natural shadow of your bone structure. Bronzer isn't going to do this. So when people use bronzers to contour, they're actually not contouring, they're just slightly defining and warming up the areas of their face. If you want to have a more effective contour that actually sculpts your face and adds definition, use a grey tone contour. This could be an eyeshadow, or it can be a specialist contour powder. A bronzer or a warm tone like this is not good enough. You guys can take a look at my favourite drugstore contour products in this video. I'll leave a little card above and see which ones kind of work for you. Colour correcting used to be a secret that makeup artists had to kind of cover up dark circles or tattoos or blemishes on the skin. But now, because of social media and because everyone is showing amazing skills with makeup, colour correcting has become something that we do on a daily basis. And it's also become something that brands are selling to customers as an easy and simple thing to do. They have made it easy and simple, but here's where we are going wrong with colour correctors. Not everyone needs them, and you don't need to use every colour. So when it comes to things like these clown contours, where you see people using green, purple, red, yellow, everything, the likelihood is you don't actually need every single colour corrector. For example, my skin, I have a lot of redness on my cheeks, so I would use a green colour corrector. I don't have necessarily dark circles under my eyes, so I really wouldn't use a peachier tone to warm up that area. I would just use a normal concealer. You don't always need to use the pink around the mouth unless you are extremely ashy around the mouth. There are so many things we add to our makeup every day now, and it's becoming a little bit too much. So my tip when it comes to colour correcting is not to use it every day and to use it sparingly and only use the amount that you need. This is kind of a pet peeve of mine now. Highlighter. I absolutely love highlighter. I think it's amazing. Again, it used to be like a little secret makeup artist had. I love pearlescent products, and I love products that look creamy on the skin and give a glow. I love metallic looking colours. But one thing I've noticed when people use highlighters now is that they use so much it looks grey on their cheeks. I kind of wanted to show you what I mean. I'm going to apply some of this highlighter. I don't wear highlighter at work or outside of work at all, but my only way to get this across to you guys is to make myself look like an idiot and actually show you what I mean. So I'm using Makeup Revolution's Vivid Baked Highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Lights. So I'll use a tiny bit here. So I'm going to use so much on my skin it's going to start to look green or grey. When you use too much highlighter, it actually has the opposite effect of what you're trying to do, and it's going to start to make your skin look ashy and actually not very healthy at all. You start to get that like alien-y colouring. Oh. It's way too much, and I look grey. I look full on actual grey. And this isn't even me exaggerating. I've seen it on some people, especially on like Friday nights and Saturday nights when I'm on my way home from work and I see people going out and I think your face is grey. And it's not because your foundation's too light, it's because you've used a highlighter that's like a silver colour and you've put on so much that it actually just looks gross. So I'm actually just going to use a tiny bit on the other side here. This is how you highlight the skin naturally. A tiny bit on the highest point of your cheek. You don't have to bring it down here or on the contour. I'm going to use my finger, a tiny bit under the brow, on the lid, in the middle just here, and maybe in the centre here. That is an effective highlight. This is just way too much. So those are my tips for you guys. I'm going to leave you with my lovely green and golden face. This is my last video until next year. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to subscribe and I will see you very soon. Bye.